Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen to History Rant number 1. This one is about the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. So let's start with some heraldry. As you can see, we have one of the flags of the Commonwealth here, and on it we have the Polish eagle, the Lithuanian knight, and then this shield in the middle here is the Swedish arms. That's because during the time that this flag was used, the Swedes were also the kings of Poland. Now, let's look at the territory of the Commonwealth. So this is roughly the Commonwealth at its maximum extent, as you can see here in the pink. And then if we break it up a little bit, we can see that we have four main regions. We have the Kingdom of Poland and the Grand Duchy of Lithuania. Then we also have Prussia and Latvia here. And then if we get into the history of the Commonwealth, we can see that we have the Kingdom of Poland from over here. And the Grand Duchy of Lithuania, they are going to get together, and then poof, we have the Commonwealth, and this is called the Union of Cravo. So let's get into the Union a little deeper. So the Union of Cravo was when King Jadwiga of Poland, from Civ 6, and Grand Duke Jogaila of Lithuania got married, and then was the union, was them getting married, and then this is how the Commonwealth was formed. Now, you may be asking, Conrado, why did you call Jadwiga the King of Poland if she is clearly a woman? And this is a great question. Why did I call her the king? This was not a mistake. She actually was called the king, and there are a few reasons that are speculated as to why she was called the king. The two main theories are that it was one, to amplify her power and status as a monarch, and the other reason, which I think is funnier, is that they did not want Jogaila to be the king of Poland, so they made Jadwiga the king instead. So now let's look at the Battle of Vienna. We're skipping ahead a couple centuries here. This was when the Ottomans wanted to capture Vienna from the Austrians, and the Austrians need some help with this, with fending off the Ottomans. So they called up the Holy League, which was made up of course, Austria, and then Poland, France, and Saxony. And Poland played a very pivotal role in this battle, in this siege, with their winged hussars, which are these super cool looking dudes on the horses with whatever weapon was appropriate for the era. And they were very notable with the wings on the back of the armor. And this was pretty much entirely for appearance, but like when you see these guys, you know you're in trouble. And they were led by this guy, Jan III Sobieski, who was elected king of Poland a little bit before the siege. And these guys came down the hill and drove off the Ottomans and saved Vienna from falling. Now, the next major part of Polish history is the partitions. But before we talk about the partitions, we're going to go back a little bit. As you can see, this map is roughly what areas were affected by the Black Death Plague. As you can see, Poland right there was almost entirely unaffected. And if we add the Siege of Vienna to this, we can see that Poland is goated. However, after Jan III Sobieski's reign, the Commonwealth really started to decline. And then this guy, Frederick the Great, you might have heard of him, came along. He was the king of Prussia, and he talked to Austria and Russia and basically said, these guys aren't goated, I am, so let's split them up. And that's exactly what they did. And then for the next couple of decades, as you can see, this is Europe, for the next couple of decades, no Poland, until this guy, Napoleon Bonaparte, you might have heard of him, came along and invaded like almost all of Europe, and while doing so, he created what was called the Duchy of Warsaw, which was basically a puppet state, but the Polish people there were very for it because they wanted at least some sort of independence from Russia. And then after Napoleon was ousted, Europe was back to kind of what it was before. And as you can see, still no Poland. And Poland really wouldn't be its own thing again until after World War I. And then at the start of World War II, the thing that actually started World War II, Poland got invaded by Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union, and then after the war, it was part of the Warsaw Pact, and that's where you get your pretty much your modern Polish borders. And then after the fall of the Warsaw Pact, that is when you get modern Poland, and the rest is history. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a great day.